A jaw-dropping twist in the Menglong case. The death of Shaolin monk Qiufeng turns out to be a copy-and-paste script of the same pattern, and the hidden hand behind both points to the same person, Agent Du Chong. Follow that thread, and it ultimately leads to the Chinese Communist Party's red elite families of Li Peng and Yi Ting. Is this still a coincidence or a pre-designed playbook? Don't miss the next drop. Subscribe and enable the bell. The latest revelations have plunged the Menglong case into an even darker abyss. Clues now point straight at CCP princeling circles linked to the Li Peng and Yi Ting families. And some even claim that the death of Hong Kong megastar Leslie Chung may also be entangled with these clans. Even more shocking, the death of the most handsome Shaolin monk, Qiufeng, appears to replicate Menglong's experience almost step for step, and the same man emerges in the background, Agent Du Chong. One performer's tragedy might be called an accident. Two in succession could still be forced into the category of coincidence. But when three, for people keep replaying the same script, that's no accident, that's a pattern. This single thread now runs through the entertainment industry, military backgrounds, and even the red aristocrat families. Qiufeng's death is a replay of Menglong's. His name was Qiufeng, birth name Xing Zhongping, a 34th-generation Shaolin monk. He gained online fame for his martial arts skills and striking looks. In 2024, at just 21, he had landed a role in the TV drama To Mountains and Seas and seemed destined for stardom. Yet on August 7, 2024, officials announced he died in a ride-hailing car crash on a highway. Do you buy that conclusion? Just like in the Menglong case, Qiufeng's death is riddled with unanswerable doubts. Authorities called it a car accident, but villagers claimed that when his body was brought back to his hometown, it showed suture marks, suggesting organs might have been removed. A netizen even posted a photo that seemed to show a young monk on an operating table, alleging that many of Qiufeng's internal organs were missing. Rumors say that before he died, he suffered for as long as 40 hours and, to maintain a so-called special state, was even denied water for an extended period. As with Menglong, Qiufeng's death was also foreshadowed online. 2 days before the incident, his master posted a black-and-white photo of him on Weibo, eerily timed. Qiufeng's final Weibo read, "I'm going to the autumn faraway to film videos." His last live stream took place in a dark car. He looked ill at ease. He said, "Let's see about streaming tomorrow." And viewers thought they saw him mouth the words, "Save me." The resemblance to the rumors that Menglong had been restrained before his death is uncanny. Lots of reports claim that, before he died, Qiufeng had quarreled with people around him over money. Fans suspect that, being straightforward and naive, he may have incurred the wrath of darker forces in the industry by pushing back. All these suspicious details point to the same conclusion. The same group used the same script to commit yet another horrifying act. Digging into Agent Du Chong. In previous episodes, we noted the eerie parallels between actor Qiao Runliang's death years ago and the Menglong case. If we think of the cases of Qiao Runliang, Qiufeng, and Menglong as pearls fallen from a necklace, who then is the string that runs through them? Now, all signs point to a common name, their agent Du Chong. Netizens were aghast to find that this Du Chong wasn't only Menglong's agent. 9 years earlier, he had represented the late Qiao Runliang as well. And according to social media account News Investigation, citing circulating online posts, Du Chong had also acted as agent for the most handsome Shaolin monk, Qiufeng. This is no coincidence. Like some sinister god of S, the young artists he managed met strange and untimely ends, one after another. Who is he really? As online sleuthing went deeper, Du Chong's alleged true identity began to surface. Some claim his real name is Zhao Xiaotong and that he's currently hiding in Tianjin. Users dug up evidence that in 2016 Du Chong showed up at a West Point military summer camp event in Shanghai, fueling speculation that he might be an ex-military officer. He likely knows Wang Xikong, the main culprit many blame for Qiao Runliang's tragedy, as Du once posted Wang's photo on Weibo. More crucially, multiple sources say Du was a university classmate of actor Lin Gengxin. And who is Lin? Wang Xizong's cousin. Du wasn't just an agent. He looked more like a minder and executioner. In one video, while Menglong was burning incense and praying, Du Chong stood right behind him, stony-faced, shadowing his every move. Reports allege he often bullied and beat Menglong, and even resold a down jacket that a brand had gifted to you. When he represented Qiao Runliang, he may also have gotten physical. Photos show missing teeth in Qiao's back row, possibly knocked out. Even creepier, before Qiao's incident, Du posted a 9-grid collage simulating the disassembly of a human body, revealing a mind steeped in darkness. His agent title may have been a mere front. His real function, more like an enforcer planted by the powerful to surveil, control, and, when necessary, carry out cleanup missions. A minor agent wouldn't dare to run amok like this on his own. So who is the ultimate boss behind him? And behind the entire demonic apparatus? The Li Peng and Yi Ting families implicated? Earlier online chatter claimed that Yu Menglong's body was found in the home of screenwriter Aurora, handle, Zhiguangguang, with 2 Rolex watches belonging to this person in his pocket. Zhiguangguang is said to be named Li Ming. Now, netizens have dug into Li Ming's background. It's alleged that his mother is Yi Xiaoyan, granddaughter of CCP elder Yi Ting, and his father is Li Xiaoyong, the younger son of former PRC Premier Li Peng. Public information shows that at age 15, Li Xiaoyong was sent by his parents to the army. He later served as chairman of the Armed Police Enya Technology Development Company and as deputy director of the political department of the Armed Police Hydropower Command, holding the rank of colonel. Exploiting armed police privileges, Enya allegedly smuggled and trafficked weapons. Li then went to study in Australia and in the early 1990s moved to Hong Kong. In 1998, he was embroiled in the sensational Xinguoda financial fraud case involving some 500 million renminbi, which triggered protests by thousands at Xinhua Gate in Zongnanhai. Several CCP officials and Taiwan businessmen were sentenced, while Li, using his Hong Kong residency, immigrated with his family to Singapore as investors. This background explains many oddities about Zhiguangguang. First, money. He lived lavishly, owning at least 15 different Rolex watches, far beyond what a typical screenwriter could afford. Second, weapons. We previously noted that Yu Menglong's company had been registered for arms-related business. Li Ming's father, Li Xiaoyong, allegedly trafficked weapons leveraging armed police privileges in his early years. In other words, this might be a family tradition. Third, motive. These princeling offspring don't enter showbiz for cinematic dreams. They use the identity as a social calling card. The real purposes are laundering money or gratifying darker appetites. However, public records indicate that Li Xiaoyong and Yi Xiaoyan have only one child, a daughter named Li Yi, also known as Yi Dandan, a former Hong Kong figure skater. Li Ye's husband, Liu Shiran, is a grandson of former PRC Vice Premier Gu Mu. Is Li Ming an unacknowledged son of Li Xiaoyong and Yi Xiaoyan? We cannot verify it. What we do know is that within 12 hours of Yu Menglong's death, police swiftly closed the case, declaring no criminal case involved. A sweeping online purge followed. Weibo announced the deletion of 100,000 related posts and the banning of over 1,000 accounts. Beijing's Chaoyang Public Security Subbureau even arrested so-called rumor-mongers. All this led many to conclude that the Yu case must involve the CCP's highest levels. There were also claims that the figures Xinqi and Kai Yijia, named in various rumor streams, were secret sons of Politburo Standing Committee member Kai Chi. Others say Xinqi is from the Xi family. None of this is provable, but the notion that the people implicated have backing among CCP elites seems plausible. After all, outsiders to that circle don't have the power to mobilize the entire stability maintenance apparatus of the state to crush public discussion. Was Leslie Chung's death also linked to the Li Peng clan? As the Yu Menglong case snowballs, netizens are re-examining past celebrity deaths and possible ties to CCP elites. The biggest name now being dragged in is Leslie Chung. Some have reviewed his films and point to Red Lovers, aka Red Cherry, / A Time to Remember, context varies, noting that the director was Yi Dang, Yi Xiaoyan's elder brother, making him Zhiguangguang Li Ming's maternal uncle. From this, they speculate that Leslie's death was also connected to the Li Peng and Yi Ting families. Of course, simply inferring involvement from the fact that Yi Dang once directed a film starring Leslie Chung is hardly convincing. But such speculation reflects the public's deep mistrust, and even loathing, of the CCP's Red elite families. Yu Menglong's mentor and a Red descendant receive threats. Back to the Yu case. The CCP's heavy-handed combo hasn't stopped at censorship and arrests. Even those who speak up for Yu have faced threats to their lives. Yu's mentor, Sun Durong, held a Buddhist ceremony to transfer merit for his beloved disciple. Soon after, he posted a not-a-suicide statement on Facebook. He had received screenshots showing a Douyin post that had already scheduled his date of a supposed accident, saying, "The person seeking justice, Sun Durong, has a date marked by Douyin." This naked threat alarmed the public, who urged him en masse, "Whatever you do, don't go to China." Another target was whistleblower Lin Beichuan, himself from a Red descendant background. Someone threatened him in a chat group, telling him to delete his account and shut up, or things will get complicated. Lin fired back, "I won't delete it. If there's an issue, take the legal route. I'll wait." A flood of videos fuels rumors of intra-party strife. The more brazen the villains act, the clearer it is that the sunlight of truth hasn't fully broken through. Amid the gloom, a strange sliver of light appeared. Recently, numerous long-lens and directional mic videos recorded at the Yu case scene have surfaced online. The visuals and audio are disturbing. We cannot show them here. Some analysts believe this indicates that Li Ming, aka Zhiguangguang, Xinqi, and their circle have long been tailed by a professional team, most likely China's Ministry of State Security. Others think the surveillance came from the military system. What does that mean? It suggests that the UK may already be a pawn in high-level CCP power struggles. In 2006, for instance, the MSS used similar methods to surveil Beijing Vice Mayor Liu Zhihua and ultimately bring him down. Exiled tycoon Guo Wengui once admitted he supplied the incriminating tapes. Now, a new season of CCP infighting may only be beginning. This might be the only path to clearing Menglong's name, not through justice, but through factional warfare. In yesterday's episode, we mentioned a film investor who said, "Public outcry is working. Those upstairs have noticed, urging everyone to keep speaking out. The other side fears public opinion." They also quoted a fortune teller who said that, exposed or not, the evildoers' futures are ruined. They'll suffer serious financial disasters. And the biggest mastermind will be investigated, though not necessarily under the banner of the U case. Whatever the case, what we can do is keep watching and keep speaking up, so the fire keeps burning.